Vladimir Putin has been dealt a hammer blow after it emerged his military has lost hundreds of tanks while online bank payments are blocked for Russians. The Russian president has come under renewed pressure after it emerged his nation has lost more than 500 tanks during its vicious invasion of Ukraine, according to analysis. Figures from the Oryx project, which calculates the loss of equipment on both sides from photographs, revealed 257 tanks have been destroyed, 9 damaged, 40 abandoned and 200 have been captured by Ukraine. While Ukraine's armed forces claim Putin has lost more than 680 tanks. Meanwhile, everyday life for ordinary Russians is becoming increasingly difficult as their leader continues his devastating assault on Ukraine. It has emerged Russians cannot even shop online with their China's UnionPay, after Visa and MasterCard payments were blocked in Moscow. Foreign internet shops have now blocked the payments of all cards issued in Russia, including those of UnionPay, the daily newspaper Kommersant reported. Many citizens had hoped to be able to pay with cards issued by Chinese banks after the shutdown of Visa and MasterCard in Russia. There are an estimated 500,000 UnionPay credit cards throughout Russia. However, these payments have now been blocked. In Ukraine, powerful explosions were heard in Kiev on Friday as fighting raged in the east. The explosions appeared to be among the most significant in Ukraine's capital region since Russian troops pulled back from the area earlier this month in preparation for battles in the south and east. It came after Ukraine claimed responsibility for the sinking of the Russian Navy's Black Sea flagship in what would be one of the heaviest blows of the war. Ukraine said it hit the Moskva missile cruiser with a Neptune anti-ship missile. The Soviet-era ship sank on Thursday as it was being towed to port following a fire and explosions, Russia's defense ministry said. Over 500 crew were evacuated, the ministry said, without acknowledging an attack. The ship's loss comes as Russia's navy continues its bombardment of Ukrainian cities on the Black Sea nearly 50 days after it invaded the country to root out what it calls far-right nationalists. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky paid homage to all those who halted the progress of the endless convoys of Russian military equipment. Those who showed that Russian ships can go down to the bottom. There were no immediate reports of damage following the explosions reported in Kiev, Kherson in the south, the eastern city of Kharkiv and the town of Ivano-Frankivsk in the west. Ukraine's armed forces said Russian attacks on the towns of Popasna and Rubizny, both north of the port city of Mariupol, had been repulsed and a number of tanks and other armored vehicles had been destroyed. Reuters was not able to verify the reports. Russia launched what it calls its special military operation to invade Ukraine on February 24, in part to dissuade Kiev and other former Eastern Bloc countries from joining NATO. But in more setbacks for Moscow, Finland, which shares a long border with Russia, and nearby Sweden are now considering joining the US-led military alliance. Moscow warned NATO on Thursday that if Sweden and Finland join, Russia would deploy nuclear weapons and hypersonic missiles in a Russian enclave in the heart of Europe.